Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. Did not know the countdown timer changed. Oh, why the fuck is my hat all messed up? That's awful. I might have to get a new hat. Yeah, I did not know the countdown timer was going to switch up on us like that. That was kind of crazy. As always, we will recap yesterday first. Shout outs everybody showing love on the tweet. Really helps me grow the page. Shout outs props.cash for the retweet. Really helps me grow this page. I mean, shout out to them for the sponsorship. If you're not already a member, make sure you use code SHARP25 to get 25% off your first month using props.cash. That's what we'll be using to break down the show today. All right, so as always, we will recap yesterday first, 11-5 when you count the ladders and the round robins and everything. We tried to middle the Clippers Milwaukee game. We hit the Milwaukee +3, missed the money line. Pascal under 22.5 cashed. Hallie PAs under missed. He went crazy in the second quarter. Jared Allen under his rebounds missed, and then we split Dame Lillard trying to middle 20 and 23.5 there. Now into the good. Brook Lopez threes ladder cashed all the way up. He cashed the over 2.5 in the first half. Finished with 4. So big day out of Brook Lopez. Shout outs for padding our pockets there. The round robin cashed, the twos cashed all the way out. Porzingis 2, Towns 2, and Lopez 2. The threes, we got Porzingis and Lopez. Towns goes 2 for 10. If Towns cashes that, we have an absolutely massive day yesterday. But all in all, still pretty solid day. 6.33 is what Ben has for the recap. I haven't got to double check that this morning, but it sounds correct. All right, let's get into today. I have one play out, one write-up already out. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. One write-up already out. I will say I have been looking into Dame Lillard here today. But let's get into the first play first. Let me add a banner here. Malik Beasley over 3.5 3-pointers made, and I did ladder this up. I love the volume potential here. 1 second here. Let me get this in the banner for anyone new popping in. Yeah, all right, let's get into it. First of all, playing San Antonio, they're allowing the second most points from above the break, where Malik is scoring, I think, around 50% of his points. The 8th most threes attempted and the 7th most, or the 8th most threes made. I believe the 7th most threes attempted is what they're allowing. Without Ivy, now listen, I know the minutes have gone down. If you look without Ivy, there was a lot of like 30, 40-minute games. We're not going to see that. We should see somewhere in the realm of 25 to 30 in a good competitive game, hopefully. But even when even when the minutes have been down, I mean, the volume has stayed high. You can see here averaging 25 minutes over the last 10, still averaging 10 3-point attempts per game. That's what gives me optimism. Not only is he chucking, but we know San Antonio struggles, allowing a lot of 3-point attempts, allowing a lot from above the break. I know a lot of maybe off the dribble, and Malik likes spot-up shots better. But I do think Cade's going to get him into positions where he's going to have plenty of spot-up opportunities here. 10 being attempts is maybe a stretch, but 7, 8, 9 I think is very, very, very possible. I took the over 3.5 to win 1 unit. I really think my only regret there is not betting more. Over 4.5, this is where I think the line should be. I bet this for a quarter unit, and then the 5.5 I bet for 0.1. Love all 3 of those. The 5.5 may be a stretch, but I love the straight over 3.5, and I really like the over 4.5. So that's what I did with Malik Beasley. That's the only official play I have out. Again, I've been over the board. I have some leans. We can start with the Milwaukee-Washington game. I do like Dame's points and threes over. 25 points in the 5 threes, I believe, in the last one. I actually lean over his assists in this game as well. Yeah, I don't know. I lean over Dame PAs. My model projections are 27.5 points and 8 assists because that defense is god-awful. Over 31.5, minus 120 at ESPN Bet. Pardon my voice, too. I'm still struggling with a little sinus congestion here. Damian Lillard over 32.5 points. In that last matchup, the previous matchup this season, he had 35. Model projections are well over. Spread in this game, I believe, is only 5 or 6. I'm going to leave it as a lean. I definitely lean over for Damian Lillard here, though. Alexander Sarr, nothing official from me here. We definitely are going to look at Brooks' threes again. Are there no lines out for Brook Lopez yet? I'm sick. Let's give this a refresh. Let's see if we can find any Brook Lopez lines yet. Man, that's crazy. Somebody's got to hang something soon. Definitely will look into Brooks' threes in this matchup again. Very much interested in that. Remember, this is the trade game. Kuzma could be a good spot. What is my model on Bub? Nine. Wow, I'm what? Let me go do a minutes adjustment. I better have my minutes way down. Washington. Even at a minutes adjustment, I'm only at 10.44 on the points. So a little bit over, but not enough. Yeah, I guess eyeball test, lean over. Let's go look at the play type as well. That's Koulibaly. I meant Carrington. 22nd versus pick and roll ball handlers. 21st in transition. Game should stay competitive. I could see him playing 30. He had 7 in the last matchup. How many minutes did he play? 32 minutes. Okay. Probably lean Bub as a lean to the over. Giannis, honestly, I really lean over here as well. Stuck between him and Dame. Washington is 27th in transition. They allow the second most free throws, 23rd in isolation, 23rd spot up, 22nd in the restricted area. If you believe Washington keeps this under 10, you got to play the over. We'll go see what the market has done on this. Rebounds are trending down. Everything else not really moving at the moment. Rebounds under 120, 12.5 under 120 MGM might be a good play. I'm not playing it, though. Might be some market value, however. Corey Kispert, we'll just go to the model. I'm not going to pretend to really know the Warriors like that. That's why you build the model. Let's be real. 11.96. No, I'm right there with market. Nothing for me there. Koulibaly, 14.5. 12.37, man. But yeah, that's what's without Kuzma. I don't know if that's baked in quite enough yet. 14, which is closer to market. I do lean under. I'm just going to leave it as a lean. Do lean under. Very strong lean over for Dame. I end up somewhere around 27.57. I guess the thing with Middleton will be minutes, right? It'll be his first game back if he plays. I guess he is playing. First game back. You don't know how many minutes he's going to play. Nas Reed, PRA over. Definitely will go over. I love Nas. I love betting Nas while Randall is out. Nas Reed threes might actually be a sneaky look too. I was looking at this earlier. When the Wizards can stay competitive, this number's far too low. Let's go see what the market's done. Currently leaning over. Not enough. Hold on. Let me do one more thing and just see. Where's 4.07 minutes adjustment? Does that do anything for me? Is that enough? 4.07. Does 4.07 do it? Oh, not quite enough, but that fucking Fanatics number is staring me at the face. Fanatics number is staring me right in the eyeballs. Over 3.5, 115. Jordan Poole. I like his points too. If we get a competitive game. Yeah, I do like his points too. You could ladder his points up to 25 as well. Let's go talk about it a little farther. I got to get into my model here. This could be as, if anything, this data is like 1 day old or maybe messed up because of the All-Star break, but this data should be very, very close. Transition 21st, pick and roll ball handlers 22nd. What are they in three-pointers allowed? 25th. Lord have mercy. That's right. That's right here. All right. Going to the props.cash mobile app. And then I gotta show some love to the supporters too, real quick. Pool. Okay, on the season, Milwaukee's defense is 18th through the last 5. They're 19th through the last 10. They're 25th. Yeah, so they've been ass all season from above the break. All right, that's interesting. I like his threes and points over for Jordan Poole. They coming off of a back-to-back if that moves the needle. You're right. Milwaukee is. Milwaukee is. My model will be caught up after today because everybody will have played again. That little break kind of messes with how I have my data set up. I'm gonna leave Poole as a lean right now, but I will say someone DM'd me about is Kuz playing? Yeah, I think he's playing. He played last night, right? I never heard anything about him not playing. Definitely don't see lines up though. I think maybe Giannis might be questionable because it's a back to back and they're afraid to hang Kuzma without Giannis. That's a guess. Rebounds and assists we wanted to look at there. Let me just quickly run through the model. 3-pointers made, as I said, Poole over, Lillard over as well. Can we look at a Lillard over? Like I said, he had 5 in that last matchup. Um, Averaging 9.4 in his last 10. How many attempts did he have? He had 9 attempts. Washington, 21st from above the break. I'm not so confident he attempts 9 again. And if he does, I don't think it's 22 3-point attempts. 12, 13, 14 is probably realistic. I mean, I think this is the kind of game you see. Yeah, I think that line's pretty close. I do lean over. Model has it at 3.7. 3.7 exactly, yeah. They are 26th in 3-point attempts allowed. So it would be fair to assume a season average. This is probably somewhat of a fair assessment if we're being honest. I see how my model gets there. I'm still under this number because it's not guaranteed, but yeah, that's probably kind of the floor. Leaning over Dame's threes and points. Off rip, I know we have a DraftKings special parlay, points. It might be Dame 25, Pool 25. Those might be the first 2 legs. I got my eye on those 2 legs. All right, let me finish this game though real quick. Lean under for Koulibaly's threes, assists. As I spoke on, I do lean over for Dame's assists. At the end of the day, I lean over Dame every single PRA. So there may be a Dame PRA that I play. Poole, I do lean under his rebounds. Minutes have been sporadic, though. I bet when I look at my minute adjustment, it's not the case. All right, we're going to call it for this game. We're going to move on. Also, keep this in mind. Lean Sheet went 8-3 yesterday, which is crazy. Yo, what's goody, bro? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and show some love real quick to everybody that's been sharing and supporting. Shout out to my guy, Prince of Parlays. Appreciate the like, appreciate the retweet, bro. Shout out my guy, I think that's Michael. I know you've been tapped in for a long time, bro. I've been seeing you around, so I appreciate it. Chris, you've been tapping in every day. I appreciate the support. Shout out Shardy for the like and the retweet. Obviously, props.cash. Appreciate the sponsorship, believing in me. Really put me out on the platform, if we're being honest. Like, definitely helped me pave my way. Oh, shout out to my boy Mindful Misbehavior. I appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all helping the channel grow. We got some really dope guests lined up. I thought we had one for today. Wasn't able to make it, but I'm pretty sure we got Joel for tomorrow. We got Goated Gambler next week. We've got Prop Kitchen coming on, and more guests that I'll keep adding. Tyler from Straight Betting, he's going to be here Monday, I believe. So yeah, man, we got some shit happening. We're excited. Okay, so we are under the Memphis-Orlando game. Both teams are coming off of a back-to-back, right? Memphis played Indy. That's right. What a shootout. And then Orlando played Atlanta. Yeah. All right, let's get off 3-pointers made. Let's go to the model first and foremost. Hawks, points. Yeah, my fault. Magic versus Memphis. Man, I'm kicking myself. We didn't play Bane yesterday. Allen had 20 rebounds yesterday. Do we take the under today? I don't know, man. He cooked me. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think his back-to-back numbers are good, but I don't think they're awful either. I think he's consistent. We can look into it. It's a good matchup to take the under too, honestly. We'll look. First, I want to talk about Desmond Bane's points. Man, I'm kicking myself for not playing this yesterday. I even thought about putting it out live after the slow first quarter. And as you can see, he had 23. It was 18 and a half, 125, like an hour before tip. I really thought about putting it out there. I didn't. I did not. What is his back-to-back numbers like this year? Has that affected him? Not really in 30-minute games. Spread in this one, probably Orlando by a few. How Memphis is 3-point favorites. The Suggs out, but yeah, Memphis or Orlando is pretty mid. Memphis has been playing well. I don't know that I'd have made that game 3 without Suggs. Even thinking about it, off the top of my head, I thought maybe Orlando won. Even thinking about it, I still think it should only be Memphis won, personally, especially in Orlando. That's the other thing in my head here. Injuries. Yeah, it's just Suggs. All right, anyways, I digress. Lean over for Desmond Bane's points again. I don't know that I'm getting to the window on it. Probably wish I did. Jaren Jackson under. Let's go. Jaren Jackson under 21 and a half points. I know he's under in like 5 straight. No, I got my cash right. Ain't worry about the gas lights. What's a back-to-back? Are we 100% sure Jaw's going to play? Didn't he late scratch the last one? Or am I tripping? He's only played in 3 of the 8+ they've had. Are we sure Jaw's going to run this? I'd be cautious with any Memphis points unders. Desmond Bane's over might actually be a decent spot to get aggressive. And there could be some coach speak that I'm missing out on where they said, Jaw's no longer going to skip back-to-backs. But I'd be aggressive more on Bane than Ja Morant. Ja is very transition dependent. I think Memphis is like top 3, 4, 5. 7th. I'm sorry. They're 7th in transition. 5th fewest inside the restricted area, though. They're number 1 from above the break, too. Just tough. Pace is going to be through the roof, but they treat Ja like Zion in back-to-backs. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'd be afraid to attack any unders in this game for Memphis until I knew what was going on. I think it was Ben asked me about Jalen Wells. At 8.5, I think I'm a little over. Ben, I don't know did I tell you 10-4-4 or what was the projection on Wells there? Minutes adjustment. Yo, shout outs to my guy Nick too. I appreciate you, bro. I see the engagement. I appreciate y'all for real. Let me see. Let me get my projections for Jalen Wells. Jalen Wells, 11.41. Yeah, we kind of leaning over there. 12.37 if he plays over 30. That's rather aggressive, but still 11.41 in 28 minutes. I do have, he did burn the shit out of us earlier, though, and it looks like the market's gone against him. I'm off of Wells. The model leans over, but he's burned my ass before. I'm chilling. Let's move on to the Orlando players I wanted to talk about today. Also, Jaren Jackson's rebounds under. Wasn't there a juicy 6.5 earlier? I'm not touching the 5.5, but if you see a 6.5 juice to the under, holler at me. Also, PRs could be a play later in the day. Let me run the model on that. Jaren Jackson. Oh, yeah, because he's a junior. I got a hand in for it. Jaren Jackson Jr. Model's going to tell us to run that over. I'm going to have to tell it to chill. Hold on. Unabated is malfunctioning. It's definitely over. It's well over. 23 and what number did I come up with? Jaren Jackson Jr. 5.22, 23, 5.22. Yeah, I'm at about 28 here. Definitely mono leans over. I don't love the play against Orlando, though. Probably going to chill, although it is baked into the line. I wanted to talk about Paolo model. I believe this morning leaned under. Yeah, so I'm at 22.63. There's a 24.110 in the market. So the lean is absolutely to the under. Can we see what the market's done? It came up, but it looks like it's kind of catching resistance right now. Let me go see where I find his the value on his assists and rebounds. Super under the assists, man, but the pace over his rebounds. PA under, but the pace, right? And this is the same bet that killed us yesterday with Hallie. Absolutely lean under JJ 2 plus. I'll see. I'll see about JJ's assists. I'm leaning under Paolo's PAs. 29.5 minus 04, 30.5 minus 25. You know what? Let me back out. Give me a brief moment. I'm going to go ahead and run the whole model's PAs so when I get to it, it's ready. Leaning under for a Paolo PAs. Can we talk about a Franz? Points 27.6, leaning over his points, and I like that in a high pace game. 4.7 on his boards. Lean under. Probably playable at 5.5. I don't actually like this with the pace though. Also, there's some games here where he was like minutes restricted. Yeah, we're chilling on that. We way good on that actually. Disregard that completely. Still lean over his points. Yeah, that's probably my only lean with Franz. What's the market done? It's kind of fluctuating back and forth between 26 juiced under and 25 juiced over, and the edge isn't big enough, so I'm a chill. Just know that is my lean. Jaren Jackson Jr. assists. I think the model actually. Jaren Jackson Jr. assists 2.13. If I give him a decent minutes adjustment, it ends up at 2.47. That's back to back, though. Not enough edge for me on the over 2.5. You're looking at 2+ for a parlay piece. I don't hate it. I end up at 2.47. It really comes down to the juice you're going to pay at that point. I feel like I gave out one other player. Did I not? Do we just have that lean right now? Yeah, no, just the Malik Beasley ladder. Dame's threes and points were definitely strong leans. Also, pulls threes. I got to get that down. Pull threes over / points over. Two very strong leans. Was there anything else in that game? No, that was the leans. All right. We're going to move on from the Memphis-Orlando game. I guess nothing official from me there. I would not be shocked if Jaws sits. I do lean over Desmond Bane points, and I do lean over Franz Wagner points. And I do lean under Paolo PAs. I'm going to have to start releasing these every day, too. Just, kind of the leans we spoke on in the card. All right, Karl Anthony Towns coming off of an absolute, I think he ended up scoring like 25, 26, 27 points, but 30+ points boost on FanDuel, 2 different point lottos. I love that. I hate that you're going to pay a increased price with Dame and Poole. So for the value, I think I would take Poole 30. I don't like anyone in this game for 30. Pool 30, Kyrie 30, Shea 30. I mean, that's going to be minus 200. I'll definitely have something cooked in that FanDuel for sure. I'll have two lays cooked. What about Cat today? Let me go to the model. Pissed me off yesterday. One more three and we're Bezos. I also think they're just not allowing near the threes that we saw yesterday. $32 minutes, just 2 3-point attempts. Yeah, model actually leans under very strongly today. Points lean under. I'm at 23.2. So the 24.5 is like just enough value. Rebounds, I'm right on market, so nothing from me there. Lean under Towns points. I'm not in love with it. Jared Allen burned us yesterday. Really tough matchup. Last game, 15 points, 15 rebounds against Town. That's really impressive. Someone asked if we're fading Jared Allen today. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Let's go to the market, and see how the model likes his rebound unders, but call me scared. I'm not touching it. Model leans over points, however. I'm at 13.9. Yeah, I kind of like Jared Allen's points over here. Let me go see how they rank versus pick and roll Rollman and then versus the spot up. I think Rollman is mid and post up is good. Rollman is worse than mid. Rollman is bad and post up is good, yes. 28th versus pick and roll Rollman. I mean, is Jared Allen gonna feast? He's not necessarily dialed it up in recent similar matchups. I lean over Jared Allen's points here, but I'm chilling. Someone did ask about Cat's assist. Go to the model. Actually, yeah. I'm at 3.7. Almost a 20% edge on the over 3.5 plus money. Only 3 potentials in that game. Now we go to NBA.com and we see how many passes were made and see. Hmm. Bro, I'm kicking your ass. I'm gonna figure out how to get back on my Twitch, and your ass is gone. You're gone, bro. You on here with your bullshit every day. Good call, Shugo. Yeah, there's a big difference between that 2.5 and the 3.5, huh? I don't hate the over 2.5 as a parlay piece. I don't hate the over 2.5 assists as a lay piece. Storch Hunter, I think, was close last night. He was one of the few misses we had on the lean sheet yesterday. I liked his threes and points over. He ended up with 2 threes and I believe just 9 points. SGA Ant Pool Cade. I don't hate that, Ben. I do not hate that one bit. All right, moving on. Jalen Brunson. Let's see how he's matched up versus Cavaliers this season, and let's see how the Cavaliers are matched up versus similar opponent types, play types. Points wise, they've handled their business. 7th versus pick and roll ball handlers, 8th versus 3 free throws. They are 30th in isolation, however. Who do we think also is OG is hey, I gotta say this since we're talking about the Knicks. I am so sick we didn't play Deuce McBride, Miles McBride on stream. If you remember, we sat here and talked about it. The only reason I didn't play it or release it is because it was only available on one book. And then by the time they had him listed, it was after the OG news, and his line went from like 8.5 to 14.5, over 1.5 threes, 110 to like 2.5. I was pissed. He still hit the over 2.5 threes. So, interested to see what happens with the Knicks here today. What do they have on here? Hart, always questionable, usually goes. OG, questionable again. Let me dig a little deeper into something here, fellas. Where's the model at on old Brunson? Points. Jalen Brunson, 27.52. No, I'm right with market. There's nothing to run there. We can talk about, we're just going to go through the model. Garland over, I'm at 24.2. I got Storch messaging me. He knows I'm live. I wonder what this is. Said his service is asked to let him know if I play Hunter. Okay. Do I go back to my workhorse Brunson PRAs under? I was just going to, well, let me see. Yeah, this is my last month with Undebated. I'm going to Odds Logic. I'm going to try to strike a deal, get that bitch for free, promote it. Garland threes might be a look if I can get this shit to work. All right, Brunson PRAs. I do lean under the 38.5. It's 7%. It's a strong lean. RAs is probably stronger. RAs is playable at plus money. What's the market done? Is it coming down? Shit. Rivers is 11.5, 139. Gross. I mean, it's still playable. I like Brunson RAs under. Yeah, versus Cleveland, I like Brunson RAs under a lot. What do you have in the prior matchup? 10. It was close. There are juicy 11.5s out there. I like a Brunson RA under. I might even use that as a lay piece since it's minus 140 basically. I lean under Brunson RAs powerfully. Let me go ahead and get that one on the board. Did I miss anything else? Jalen Brunson under RAs. All right, yeah. Let me get back to Garland's points over. Knicks or what? I actually do lean Brunson's PRAs under, just so we're clear. I do like his PRAs under as well. All right, Darius Garland. 30th versus pick and roll ball handlers. What's the market done? Might be getting down on a Garland over. Looks like you can get a 20 plus around 120, 125, even a 110. Okay. 34 in the prior. Can we get a competitive game? They're 8-point favorites at home. The good thing is with Thib pushing his starters, it also the other coach usually ends up pushing his as well. Price is crazy though, right? 140. I do lean over here. Price is crazy. He had 5 in that last matchup. Model likes it. I'm at 3.09. It's really not enough. I actually like Brunson's threes over. And Bridges. Bridges' price is expensive though. I do lean over for Garland, but it's I don't know. Let's go to the mobile app for props.cash and see how they've done recently. I haven't done this yet today because props.cash gave the retweet and engagement been going crazy. But yeah, real quick, if you haven't yet, man, drop a like, drop a retweet on this video. We've been going crazy all February. Absolutely nuts. I come up here, do this for free. So, I mean, just a little like, little retweet, help me grow the page. Very much appreciated. Ben, I don't know. I'm looking for that right now, actually. Yeah, I like 20 plus more than threes as well. Yo, shout outs Jay Bird, been tapped in for a super long time. Appreciate all the engagement, bro. Shout outs Cowboy 71 as well. I appreciate y'all, man. Darius Garland, alt points. Hold on, I gotta refresh this. Here, I got it. 20 plus. FanDuel 125 is actually the best number I see. So this props.cash, I may just need a retweet. A retweet. A refresh. But yeah, 20 plus minus 125 is available at FanDuel right now. How many minutes in that last game? 32. Man, if we get 32, I'm very confident he gets 20 points. And even if it ends up being a 10, 12 point game, I still, like I said, I think Thibs keeps his guys in it. I think this thing stays competitive. Second play, Darius Garland, 20 plus. I think so. Second play, Darius Garland, 20 plus. I think so. Please stay competitive. I'm running it. Model projections are 24, so I mean, obvious model support. A lot of model support. Looks like our edge is going to be 29%. It's stupid. I'm going 20 plus minus 125 right now. Lock it in. Winning one. Winning one. Do 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 do. Oh, looks like it is 128. What am I doing there? I think I'm probably still just gonna run it. I don't hate the 20.5. Let me see. That's still the best number. Let me check Rivers real quick. Damn, it moved in like 3 minutes. Did the main line move? I don't even think the main line moved. Hold on 1 second. I probably still run the 128, but let me just make sure it's not better anywhere else. We got 125 at Rivers. We got 125 at Rivers, and that's where I'm locking it in right now. Sick. All right, yeah, it's 125 at Rivers. 128 at FanDuel. Still good to go. 125 at Rivers. Yes, good looks. But yeah, there you go. Appreciate y'all. Y'all figured it out. I should have had the chat up. Yeah, same page. Good looks, y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right. Darius Garland is a play. We move. Mobley, PRs, maybe just does not score well versus the Knicks, no matter what the occasion is. Let's go to the model. Points, Evan Mobley. I do lean under. I'm at 16.43. Rebounds. I do lean under. I'm at 8.5. PRs. I thought I ran this for everybody already. 24.95, maybe 9.6 after a little bit there. I don't think the PR numbers is really going to be. Maybe an Evan Mobley PRA on the board for today. Evan Mobley PRA. Oh wow, we're late to the game. This opened 31.5 and now 29.5. Y'all know how I feel about playing shit like that. Like, was the market that far off? Hard to believe. It's probably close to right now. I still think it should be down 2 points. But without getting the best of it, I don't love it. I very much lean under Mobley PRAs and would not encourage anyone to take overs there. OG questionable would be the first game back. I'm chilling. Now, Mikhail, I think the model leans over points and threes. Let me verify. Yeah, 16.5 points. Edge isn't enough. Threes is. How many attempts in that last one? He's also been shooting a lot more since that game. What does Cleveland rank in three-pointers allowed? 22nd. Oh, that's point guards. I'm sorry. 10th overall in the league. 18th shooting guards. I mean, they're kind of not that good versus perimeter players, if we're being honest. Let me see here. They're 5th in attempts allowed, though. Okay. Model definitely leans over Mikal Bridges' threes. Looks like the market's moved that way. It's kind of danced. It's been as high as 180, getting resistance around 150. I lean over Mikal Bridges' threes. I'm not getting there. Hunter, maybe 1.5 threes I lean over. The number was 2.5 yesterday. I didn't play it, but would have missed if we did. We talked about it on stream. Left it as a lean, thankfully. Strus, I don't know what to think of. No opinion there. I do lean under Hart. I'm at about 11. Donovan Mitchell. Lean over his threes, not enough. I do lean over his points as well. Not as much as Garland, but I do lean over. I lean over, not, I mean, it's honestly, it should be enough. I'm going to leave it as a lean. Massive lean to his assist under, which I don't like. That pairing makes sense. I think he's kind of been diamond recently, hasn't he? Not versus Brooklyn. How many potentials? Oh, they're not there yet. Yeah, that DraftKings 130. There's a 130 available at DraftKings. It's bumped from 120, but I do lean under Donovan Mitchell here, if we're being completely honest. Wrong guy. And lean under for sorry, not Levert. Donovan Mitchell. Let's go look at Hart real quick. That's Donovan Mitchell assists, by the way, not points. I lean over his points. Josh Hart, last but not least. Yeah, points him at 11.96. 14.5, 130. ESPN and Hard Rock. Lean under there. Very strong lean under, for being honest. Where do we end up on rebounds? Strong lean over. I'm at 11. I don't like that versus Cleveland at all. What's Cleveland in transition? 8th or 9th? Yeah, 9th. He's been going crazy though. It's a tough matchup, a team not allowing a bunch in transition. I lean under Josh Hart's points. Model's agreeing with me. Strong lean. Leave it as a lean. Miami, Toronto should be a close game. I don't think it's going to be an entertaining one. Let's go to the model, see what all we have to look at here. Probably not going to spend a lot of time on this game. All right, Bam under, Ware over, Grady Dick over. Bam under, no way, model. You're on crack. Wiggins over. Eventually, there is going to be a good buy low spot on Andrew Wiggins if he continues to struggle, but his minutes continue to go up. This could be the game. I'm not confident in it yet, but this could be the game. Like, could be a good buy low spot. I don't know if that low is low enough though. But his season average is 17.5. If you give me 15 plus at 120, I probably nibble. I want to talk about Scotty Barnes, everything under. Let's go look at what each individual thing in the market has done. It looks like points has slowly came up. Not massive movement. Assists, same. Not a lot, but couple change. Rebounds is the exact same story. So we're getting the opposite of market support. I will play versus the market, though. 35.5. Wow. We've also got a discrepancy in the market. 33 and 35. 33 being Bet Rivers and 35 being Pinnacle. And I would much rather my model be closer to Pinnacle than Bet Rivers. Oh, no way Rivers is right. I agree with Rivers here. I'd rather agree with, like a FanDuel, but I agree with Rivers. Maybe Rivers is right, though. They're not always wrong. Keeping an eye on a Scotty Barnes PRAs under. Well, what about just RAs, actually? Nah, definitely not RAs. Cade 30 plus points. Let's go. Oh, we're not at the Detroit game, but that'll be the next one I go over. Let me go back to the model, see if there was anything in the Toronto game that the model found plus EV, rebounds and assist wise. There's nothing else in this game. We're going to move on to the next one. Nothing in my model really popping up as plus EV in this one. There's some things that are close, like Scotty Barnes assists over by itself. There's a 120 available. But with Quickly, that probably doesn't look as good, right? With Quickly with RJ Barrett. Yeah, no, we're chilling. We're chilling. Nothing for me in this game. Let's keep it moving. Pelicans and Dallas first. Before anything, we'll get through the injury report. We'll go through player play types, defensive play types. Spread in this one is 5.5. Dallas is the favorite at home. Pelicans are awful. Dallas is hurt. PJ Washington, game time decision. Gafford still out. Powell, game time decision. Martin still out. AD still out. Lively still out. Murray out for the season. Jones out for the season. The center, Missy, who's barely a center, still game time decision. All right, let's go look at some play type shit and see what we can decipher out of this one, huh? Kyrie Irving, they are 8th versus pick and roll ball handlers. They're 29th in transition. They're 27th for spot up. He had 25 in the last game that they played, which was the 29th of January. He had 3 threes on 9 3-point attempts. Let's go talk about Kyrie. It was all part of the plan. Last 5, let's say he's averaging 7. Let's say he attempts 7 threes. Season numbers. Oh, shit. Lean under Kyrie's assists, by the way. 2.8 on his threes. Points 25.65. See, without AD, I just don't feel like that's fair. Pelicans, 27th most threes, 29th most to point guards. I'm definitely leaning over Kyrie's points and threes. Hold on, we can dig deeper. Let's say, first of all, let's do this. Let's do I'm absolutely leaning over Kyrie's points and threes here. Absolutely leaning over. What's the market done? Not really shit. Bounced back and forth. 2.5 is juicy. Maybe 2.5 is a lay piece. Or maybe Kyrie 30 plus is our final 30 plus leg on FanDuel. I actually don't hate the idea of that. Plus 144. I really think we're seeing 20 plus field goal attempts, regardless of who Luka plays, how many minutes he plays. 20 plus field goal attempts tonight. And that puts his season average right at 30. I mean, like if PJ doesn't play, who else is going to chuck? Christie could have a nice night. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but I like Kyrie maybe 30 plus as the last piece. Kyrie 30 plus as the last of that FanDuel. Kyrie 30. Did we not go over Zion yet? We got to go over Zion. I think my model's all over his points over. 25.78, so it's definitely a pretty decent lean. The 23.5 at DraftKings is kind of poking its nose out at me. Minutes adjustment, first of all. 27. Locked in at 25 plus now. Field goal attempts did have just 11 there. Season average is 15 versus Dallas, who has no interior, let's be honest. I mean, I believe 15 is a floor here outside of foul trouble or something crazy like that. Am I crazy to think Zion's shooting 15 times tonight? I don't think I am. Can you throw all leans in court after stream? Yeah, we'll do. We'll do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment. And that's if I haven't missed any. Let me see where my Zion points and assists, rebound and assist numbers are. Okay, so assists I'm dead with market. Rebounds over. Oh, yeah, he had 29 in that last matchup on 18 field goal attempts. That's what's happening again. I'm running over 23.5. I'm running over 23.5 on Zion here. Let me make sure. Fuck me. They just moved. I'm telling you, their traders watch the stream or some bullshit. They're like, oh, damn, we actually had that number. Let's move it. All right, hold on. I'm still playing Zion. Y'all think I'm playing? Did they bump the PRs? Painted 31.5. Oh, that's painful. Moved right there in front of our faces. I don't know though, y'all. I might not hate. Hold on a second. We might have a little just SGP here by itself. A little Zion SGP here by itself. FanDuel does not have alt lines open yet. I'm sure they will before tip off. I'd probably take a Zion 23.5. Pardon me. and a Kyrie 2+ threes, as long as the correlation penalty is not crazy. I like, and if that 23.5 comes back, I can't believe that just moved on us like that. If that comes back, we're on it. I can't believe that just did that on us. Maybe we just take 24.5 anyways. $29 in that last matchup. Zion's hungry. He may go for 40. I hope. I should try to use my limited DraftKings account to get them to move that under. Problem is, they only let me bet like $10. They're not going to move off $10. Be a funny thing to try. All right, I'm leaving Zion as an over, but honestly, I probably. Ooh. Maybe that is a 30+ as well. I don't know. We'll keep moving. I'll circle back at the end and see if they have moved at all. The market is definitely climbing on Clay's threes. Pelicans allowing the third most in the league, fourth most in the league. Definitely kind of liking this. Might be cherry picking a little bit, but I just think the volume is definitely on his side today. Not one-eyed ladder. Not really one-eyed ladder. I do like him to get 4. I love him to get 3. Minus 143 on what, Ben? I'm sorry, my apologies. Minus 143 on what? I do lean over here, bro. I do lean over. I'm not running it yet, but I do. I'm not interested in that price. They can have it for that price. If Clay's shooting, he's scoring. What's the market done on his points? I like Clay's threes better than his points. If you're going to attack Clay here, I like his threes. I think the attempts are going to be there. I think not only is he going to be aggressive, but they allow the fourth most makes and what? Fourth most attempts as well. Yeah. I like Clay's threes in this one. Well, they played. He had 20 with 6 made threes on 11 attempts. So far we like what? Dame's threes, Poole's threes, Clay's threes. Looking at it, I like Clay's threes better than Kyrie's threes. We like Kyrie's points though. I might run Clay's threes here versus the Pelicans. They're so ass. I'm more confident in my 8 attempts, seeing he had 11 in the last matchup just a month ago. I like Clay's threes here. It's definitely moved like a lot from plus +06, plus 110, plus 115 to now minus 113, minus 115. Definitely what you want to see in terms of market support. $237 is the points total. High scoring game. What's the market done there? Gone up from 235. I think I'm running Clay's threes, boys. Over the last 10 he's attempted, I'm sorry. And this game should be competitive, right? So let's get that 17 and that 21 minutes out of there. He's averaging 8. A couple duds in there. And that was a long time ago. That was before they played them. What's it look like at 6? What's it look like at 6? Wow. Now, I do believe this is absolute best case scenario, but it's happened 14 times this season. And almost half of those were without Luka. And if you look, man, that's 6 times since New Year's. I like Clay's threes today. What's the best price I can get? Maybe I don't ladder, but I run it as a straight. 06 at Rivers, 05 at DraftKings. 05 at DraftKings, 365. I think I'm running Clay's threes for 1 unit. Clay, don't fail me now. I like his 3 threes better than his 15 points. Although I bet they're both green as fuck with 10 plus 3-point attempts. Yeah, they are. Does have 2 misses here where the other chart's all green. 10 is dramatic. I do not think we should bank on 10 3-point attempts, but I really do believe 7 plus is almost a lock. That's the baseline. And I'm pretty sure the threes look a lot better than the points at 7 plus. Let me see where my model has the minutes ranked. Clay. Dallas. Clay Thompson. All right, I'm running this for 1 unit of DK right now. 1.05. Clay, don't let me down. It's a beautiful matchup. Let me get into my DK real quick. Clay, do not let me down. Dallas, New Orleans, player threes. Yep, minus 05. Let me just go to FanDuel and make sure their 4 plus isn't better. Player threes, 4 plus. No, it's 113 as well. All right, yeah, locking it in, and we're good. May lay that with something as well here later today. Trey Murphy, another spot to look at. How did he do in the previous matchup? He had 32, 5 threes, 2.5 is a crazy price though. What about his just points? Where do I end up? $22.81. I don't think that's enough. I lean over. Yeah, I lean over the 22.5, but not enough. Rebounds. Let's just go look at the whole Pelicans. Yeah, the only rebounds look I really, really, really like is Zion over 6.5. I think he only had 6 in the last matchup versus Dallas, though. I'm going to leave it as a lean. Let me see if there's any assist props in this game. I do lean under Kyrie. How has he done in the last few? Kyrie's assists under. 6 in that last one. It's not a super strong lean. I'm gonna leave Kyrie alone and move on to the next one. And also, I got a couple plays I got to throw in the banner. My fault. We've got Darius Garland, 20 plus, and we have Klay Thompson. Over 3.5 3-pointers made. I do not expect to ladder Klay any higher than that. All right, on to Detroit, San Antonio. Detroit, San Antonio. Is that tomorrow? Are we wrapped up? No, that's today. That's Friday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 left. Yes. Detroit, San Antonio. Okay. Wemby obviously out. Castle sold us yesterday. Malik Beasley, we already played. I should dive into that a little bit farther here. Love him without Ivy. I love the potential for us to get a bunch of attempts here. You can see that they are 22nd in 3-pointers allowed. 29th from above the break and 22nd in 3-pointers made. Attempted, I'm sorry. They have not played this year, so no head-to-head data to go off of. But you see he's been cooking. And then without Ivy, averaging 4.5. Even in sporadic as hell minutes, he maintains his consistency. So I took 4+, 5+, and 6+. 4+ to win 1 unit, 5+ for a quarter unit, and 6+ for 0.1 unit. All right, let's get to the model and see if there's anything in this game that we like. Also, feel free to drop anything you have in there. I'm just going to go in alphabetical order here. Azor Thompson, I lean over, not enough to get to the window. CP3, I lean under, again, not enough to get to the window. Devin Vassell, lean over, not enough. Harrison Barnes, first play. I didn't play this yesterday. Of course it bangs. It bangs all the time. Or did it not? It looked good early. Oh, God bless us. It did not cash. Did he hit any threes? He hit his 2. We would have. It depends on how I would have played that. I liked his points and threes over yesterday. Glad I stayed off his points for sure. Model leans over. Let's go look at some play type data. How are they versus spot up? Number 8 versus spot up, 22nd from above the break. Not fascinated in that line then today. Back to the model. Harrison Barnes over was strong. Tobias Harris under. That's going to be about it for the leans for me. Cade Cunningham, See if there's anything for Cade. Assists, lean under, rebounds. No, nothing really for me with Cade. Jalen Duran, points. Oh, that double price is crazy. Lean under his rebounds. Lean over his points. Not running his rebounds, though. I don't love it. What's the spread in this game, actually? 4.5 Detroit. I like Detroit on the spread, honestly. Castle, how did he do last night? Also struggled. We had over 13.5. I don't know why I bet a rookie. Tobias Harris under is another lean I have, but he's been cooking since the Ivy injury. Yeah. Any requests in this game? Nothing really sticking out in the model. We are almost an hour and a half deep. Oh my God, did I not post this? Y'all got to holler at me in the chat, man. Y'all got to holler at me in the chat. Now we're moving on. Nothing for me in the Detroit Spurs game. Minnesota, Houston, this one should be a better game. We did have a request on Nas Reed. Rudy Gobert is a game time decision as well. Yeah, we got to play Nas. Because if I give him a minute's adjustment at 36 minutes, where's he at? $20.59 points. Hold on a second here, boys. Let me just go to his PRAs and fill in the minutes adjusted. I know I'm going to be on Nas in some way. 20.59 points, 2.54 assists. Rebounds, 7.11. Let's go see what we like here. PRA line is at 29, juice to the over. I'm pretty close to that. Lean over, it's not crazy. Let's go to points and rebounds. Again, lean over, it's not crazy. Points and assists. It's funny because I lean over everything, but no individual edge is like massive. The market's moving against him on his points line, but I almost want to just play his over 18.5 points straight. Lean over for Nas. Let's hear about Rudy. But I'm leaning over Nas over 18.5 points. That's really all I have there for Nas. Points. Oh, please tell me it didn't just refresh. Perfect. I saved it. Lean under for Anthony Edwards. I'm at 17.64. The market, there are 19.5. There is a 19.5 available at DraftKings. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's 20 of 41. And model leans under for Anthony Edwards. I'm not in love with the idea. Rudy Gobert also. Is Sengun playing? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Sengun, right? Anthony Edwards questionable as well. I really do lean over for Nas. Model likes Jalen Green over 21 and a half. I'm at about 23 and a half. I definitely lean over. Jalen Green over 21 and a half. What's the market done? Are we getting market support? I hate betting on this guy. No, the market's honestly working against us. Threes have gone up a little bit. I'm at 3.17, so I do lean over Jalen Green's threes as well. He had 28 in that last one. How many field goal attempts did he have? He had 22 field goal attempts in that game. They are only 20th first pick and roll ball handlers. Not an awful game for Jalen Green. We'll circle back to all of our leans here. We're going to keep moving on. I'm going to leave Jalen Green as a lean. Kind of skim through this Rockets game. Just check the model, see if there's any other edges we really need to look into. No, is there any requests in this game? Nothing jumping off the paper for me in the model. Lean over Jalen Green's points. Lean over Nas Reed's points. Alperen Sengun. Let me just read off my model numbers. 19 points, 9.9 rebounds, 4.53 assists. 19.9 lean over. 9.9 lean under, but it's really right in agreement with market. And then what was I at? 4.5? Yeah, 4.53, right in agreement with market. Nothing else for me in the Minnesota Houston game. Do lean over Green and Nas Reed. Could see both of them being official plays today. OKC and the Jazz just going to kind of skip. 15-point game. Maybe a Jalen Green PRA under just because they're going to win by 20. And then that should bring us to the final game of the night. Golden State versus Sacramento. Two kind of new teams in terms of recently adding Jimmy and losing Andrew Wiggins for Golden State. And then for Sacramento, the addition of Zach LaVine, the departure of De'Aaron Fox. I do like DeMar DeRozan. Golden State allows a lot of mid-range jumpers, like they purposely allow it, and that the best matchup for that in this game is DeMar DeRozan. I saw 20 and a half, 125 this morning. All right, so this number is moving. Worth keeping in mind. I don't pay a lot of attention in the home and away splits. Looks like, yeah, DeRozan's been a lot more aggressive on the road. I'm not going to buy too much into that. Minutes, very consistent minutes for DeRozan. You're always seeing him 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 or more. Optimistic when you're betting overs, a good sign when you're betting overs. Let me do some digging because I saw 125 this morning. Hold on. I gotta refresh this. Damn. Gambling must be down. Well, you don't realize how good you have something until shit doesn't work. I lean over DeMar DeRozan over 19.5 points. If I get a better price, I might get active. Also, one of my favorite live lines to attack, so could be a live line there being played as well. Let's see how they guard versus pick and roll ball handlers and above the break. I think Sacramento has gotten torched by similar play style. 28th from above the break. That's what I thought. And 30th versus spot up. Okay. And 21st in three-pointers allowed. Love to see it. It looks like Underdog is blowing up right now, so let's make sure we are up on all the NBA news. Appreciate all of the support on the tweet, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Underdog blowing up. KJ Martin available to play. Basley listed probable. Anthony Gill is available. Taurean Prince is probable. Josh Hart listed out. OG listed questionable. Suggs is officially out. Lillard officially out. Giannis probable. Missy is available to play. Bismack Biyombo signed to a 10-day contract with the Spurs. All right, did y'all get all that? I think we're caught up. A lot just happened. Nothing in this game, though. Sabonis murdered them in the last game. You know, this always happens. I get to this last game, and I just feel like we need to take a little break, come back, see the board again. I think that's what I'm going to do. Is there anything in the model just glaring at me? Anything in the model just glaring at me? Points, I'll run through them with you. 13-7-3 for pods. Lean over. DeMar, 23. So I love the DeMar over. I'm probably getting down. My issue here is this. I'm also on Sabonis's over. I should say I like it. I'm at 21 on Sabonis. So I got to pick between DeMar and Sabonis. No, not saying I couldn't play two, but I'm picking between those two, probably deciding which of those I want to play. Leaning under for Steph Curry, 24.5, but with the way they struggle from above the break and spot up, not a spot I'm really looking forward to attacking. Let's go through three-pointers made. Seeing a surprising 1.25 on the board for Sabonis. Maybe there's something there. That's really the only edge. Nothing for Steph Curry in this one. Not really an edge to the over or the under. For assists, we've got Pods at 3.5, pretty close to market. DeMar, we're right at 3, leaning under that 3.5 line. Sabonis, we're at 6.7. So a pretty strong lean to his over 5.5 assists. That might be something I get to. Yeah, that might be a play possibly today, especially without Fox. I'll go back and check some potentials. Nothing official yet, but definitely a lean. Outside of that, nothing outside of actually, yes, Curry's assists is strong lean as well. Curry's assists, 12 in that last one though. Model 6.92. Definitely a strong lean to the over. Keon Ellis PRA over with an increase in minutes. Worth looking into. Let me go to the model. Sacramento, Keon Ellis. Yes, minutes adjustment. Let's call it 25. Yeah, I'm way over. 10.86. Let's see how everything else looks. 2.9 rebounds and 2.6 assists. This is a little higher than my number, but closer to where my points projections are. $40 on my lap too. He gonna make it sit. Hold on, let me. I gotta hand import all of this data. Keon Ellis 9.53. 9.53, 2.48, and 1.29. I do like Keon Ellis points and rebounds over. I cannot lie to you. I do lean over for both of those. What I will say is that's the 10:30 game. I'm going to come back through the slate. What time is it? Yeah, it's 1:30. We got to wrap up. But this is what I'm going to do. Actually, let me add that right now because I know we only have 3 official plays. Make sure y'all have notifications on. This is every lean I have right now. If I had to guess, I'll play half of them, somewhere around half, because I'm pretty confident in a lot of these. First one was Dame. We can kind of take that off. He's been announced out, so get that out of there. Pools, threes, and points over. I'm going to like that even more. I expect that game has a better chance of staying competitive. Man, look at my beard. It's all over the place this morning. Franz over points will be a look, as well as a under PAs for Paolo. Lean under Brunson RAs. The reason I probably don't play that is because we've already not got the best of that line. If it gets bought back up, then it's probably a play, but outside of that, it's probably not. I like Kyrie, either his points or his three-pointers, kind of dancing back and forth. I'll make a final decision there. And in that same game, I'm leaning over for Zion Williamson. Actually, yeah, the farther we went into it, I'm kind of thinking Kyrie's points more. And I do like Clay's threes in that game. I ran that, so it's no longer a lean. You'll see that down there at the bottom. Nas Reed over 18.5 and Jalen Green over 21.5 are 2 leans I have as well. And then Keon Ellis's PR is over. That's all of the leans I have for today. Like I said, I'd be surprised if I don't come back and play 2 or 3 of those. We've got Malik Beasley with the ladder, Darius Garland 20+, Klay Thompson over 3.5 3-pointers made. No unders today. First time for that in a while. All right, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure you've got notifications on. I do completely expect to have at least 3 or 4 more plays out. I know a lot of you have been asking me. I've got a lot of DMs recently about a Discord. I will bring that back into the market soon. The reason it's behind a paywall, the biggest reason, although it does help me offset these costs, we get spammers in there all the time if it's not free. Somehow, someone just got through the paywall recently and was in there. So I'll bring it back to market. It'll be very affordable. For those that want the access early, you can have it. I'm still going to do this shit every day, though. I really do love doing this. So I appreciate y'all tapping in daily. Been a crazy February. I think we're up 36 units. Let's keep that up. Three plays out today, including the ladders. There's going to be parlays today. There's going to be lottos today. So keep your notifications on. Best of luck today. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I think we got JG for president coming on tomorrow. So it should be a great stream. Best of luck today. I'll catch y'all then. Until then, let's go.